I'm Pam Matthews with IEBA, and today I am with Noelle Scaggs from Fits in the Tantrums and co-founder or founder of Diversify the Stage. So Noelle and I have 3 calls to action today. The first one, we need mentors. 2, we need internships. And 3, if you can't be a mentor and you can't offer an internship, perhaps you will consider a donation. So Noelle, Happy New Year. Hello.
Happy New Year, Pam. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. So let's begin at the beginning. So tell us all again, the mission of Diversify the Stage.
Well, the mission is really to create, easier access to equitable opportunities as it relates to our concert, events, and touring industries. I've been in this industry for over 20 years now. Primarily for the last 12, 13 years, really in the alternative pop space. So I recognize the lack of diversity as it related to all of the concerts that I performed in, just depending upon where we were in the country would determine what the makeup of our staging crews would look like, all of these things. And I just had, the realization over, last year with all of the tragedies that were happening within African-American communities that I needed to do something that I could really navigate and control because I was feeling very powerless at that moment. And one of the reasons why I got into the music industry in the beginning was to help people. I really wanted to teach people about their commodity. I was studying music publishing in college and popular songwriting and really trying to navigate the territory of understanding where your money comes from, and then also understanding how to take care of that money when you do receive it. So, it was something that I had recognized within the hip hop community because I did a lot of work, realizing that a lot of them didn't even know that the PRO companies existed, didn't know that, you had money waiting for you to be collected off of songs that were being played on radio, all of these things. So I would tell my friends hey, you should really sign up for ASCAP and BMI. So as I, grew into this career and Fits in the Tantrums became really popular, I had been doing music for so long as a performer that I forgot about all of those things that got me involved in music in the first place. So creating, this entity that has become Diversify the Stage ended up being what happened in 2020 for me. And it's been so gratifying, partnered up with Music Forward Foundation. We created, a platform of master classes of which you actually spoke on. So thank you so much for that. And this is kind of the blueprint of what Diversify the Stage's college-age youth programming is going to look like moving forward. We're picking a 25, group of young people of color, to really introduce to careers and do this exploration of careers. We're partnering up with industry professionals and companies and trying to identify hey, if you have a team of individuals that will be interested in mentoring these young people and becoming their support system, you are acting also as their referral and their foot in the door in the industry where they wouldn't otherwise have one because it's all about who you know, right? So that being the catalyst to internship opportunities with our partners, you have to participate in the mentorship part of the program. It's just so important to have that. And a lot of young people don't have those mentors and those resources. So it's a really, really big part of what makes Diversify the Stage a community-oriented organization. And then we'll do the internship placement the best that we can here in 2021. It may slide into 2022 for this cohort, but the idea is to make sure that we're reaching equitable opportunities. So we're looking at paid internship, programs, and where we don't have those opportunities, but it may be an exceptional opportunity for one of our cohort participants to have, is sponsoring them. So IEBA being on board, thank you for being one of those sponsors. We're going to begin raising funding for Diversify the Stage, hopefully within the next month or so. We're reskinning the deck. I'm doing a fiscal receiver with Music Forward Foundation. So they'll be able to collect donations on our behalf. And we're going to have like a slush fund of money. So we're able to get support to young people that may need that additional assistance, or that may be taking an internship that they really want to have, but it just doesn't pay, so we want to make sure that we're paying them and encouraging that, right, within companies. We're trying to encourage that with our record labels that have been so used to like not paying an intern and going on college credit, which is great, but not everybody goes to college. And we want to make sure that, I dropped out of college in my first year. I'm not, everybody has their own path in life, but it's not to say that you can't succeed in the music business with, needing to have that college diploma. You can do a lot of things in this music industry and create a viable career out of it. So that's really how Diversify the Stage started.
Yeah, and it's a great program that you actually, and it's not like you sat around and talked about it, you launched it. I tuned in to the programs even when I wasn't participating. So, and these are all young ladies, correct?
Yes. Yeah, they're 18. Yeah, they're 18 to 25. So, Music Forward was a really big part of helping this come together. I worked very closely with Nazanin Fatmian, who is the director of programs and partnerships for Music Forward. And, we really wanted to do something that was inspired by the lack of diversity that we had seen just as it related to women. When we're thinking about even women of color who were in positions of hiring, it's like the numbers are dismal. We don't understand, so we really wanted to focus this particular cohort on women of color. So they're 18 to 25-year-olds, some of which have had, vast experience in doing productions, be it from school or going into like live events and having, internships where they were given, opportunities to kind of produce their own, events as a project, all of these things. And then we have women that are, in music studies doing, audio engineering. We have some women that are really interested in either stage management or venue management. So it's kind of across the board, and they're lovely. They're, also inquisitive and so bright and so hungry. And it was just really lovely to be a part of even just the first part of this, of this series. And now we're gearing up for the mentorship. We're, building up our database for now and for future. So we're really encouraging professionals in the industry that really want to be a part of this to register to our website at diversifythestage.org.
And we will have all that information underneath your beautiful picture when we run this. So we know that this is a who you know business. Yeah. I mean, it just is. And so what you have to do, in my opinion, is get ladies in the pipeline. And I want to talk just a minute about mentorship and some of the things that it does. So when you're talking to a young lady, you've mentioned this a number of times. I didn't even know that job existed. I didn't even know I could fill in the blank and make a really great living doing so. So that's one thing. And the other thing is you can help polish a career. You can actually teach someone a skill like how to read a Ticketmaster audit, how to read a settlement sheet. There's so many things, and I just want to give this plea. Everyone who is an IEBA member has the opportunity to be a mentor.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, even those that have never mentored before, I was explaining this to another friend of mine who is also a partner. She's like, I've never done this. Like, what would it entail? I was like, what would you want to ask, of a person that is in your position now? Think about those questions that you would have asked, like, what is the proper, way to research someone and make sure that I'm getting the right information when I'm going to interview with them? What things do I leave off of my resume that it may not be relevant to that position? When we're thinking about career development, right? But then there's also these other things. There's these human connections and these bonds. You may come from a similar neighborhood, you may have a similar background, so all of these things really connect, and it's really creating a safe space for someone that is looking to grow into, be it your career, a career that looks like yours,
Yeah.
or something completely opposite that ties the same line. I just had this fabulous conversation with some staff members of C-Tickets today, and recognizing now that the start at the box office is a really great opportunity to understand operations and productions and all of these things. So, that's something that we really want to tailor into our masterclass program when we're looking at the framework and how we want to start introducing careers.
And I want to mention that masterclass. So it was 8 weeks and there were 25 cohorts. So again, IEBA members, the ladies that we are looking for mentors for, have a base. They've been through an 8-week masterclass, and it was amazing. So it's not like you're taking babies under your wing. These ladies have a great base and are ready to take the next step, and we want to be there for them.
Absolutely.
And we want to be there for them because nothing changes if nothing changes.
Absolutely.
And that is my call to action today. You have, the rest of your Wednesday or Thursday to go ahead, and again, we'll have the links, just link on, and it is, what is it? How to help. What's the name of that file? How to apply, how to help.
You would just go, it's the Get Involved form.
Get involved.
Right at the bottom of the website. And, we're also kind of encouraging industry leaders that are doing recommendations when you're looking to fill vacancies for your clients. Look into these resources. We have Never Famous as an employment portal. If you're looking for qualified staff now, that is a resource that we're really trying to market to make sure people know that this is in existence. We want our stage crew members, we want our show crew members, anyone looking to recruit, anyone looking for a job, to start populating this website. Because when it comes, if we're looking at a fall, relaunch of any type of concerts, people are going to be looking to fill those vacancies that people have dropped out of. So it's definitely important now, even if you don't have the work on the table, to get in there, get access to Never Famous. You need at least 2 years of experience, so you're getting qualified staff that knows what they're doing today. But then you also have this opportunity to help young people grow and develop the tools that they need so that they can also be a part of that resource. So these are some of the things that we're promoting.
And IEBA already has those internship scholarships in place. So if for some reason you, the IEBA member, does not have the time, or some other reason that you can't mentor, perhaps you already have 1 or 2 mentees, and you do not have an internship available, which we also understand, I would like you to consider making a donation. So if you make it to IEBA's Educational Outreach Fund, again, Cole will have the link up there. Cole and I will make sure that Noelle gets your money for her girls. I'm super excited about it.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited. And Pam, you have been such a champion from the beginning. I'm just so overwhelmed. Thank you so much.
Yeah. As the woman who was the only girl on the bus many, many times, I'm just going to say nothing changes if nothing changes. So that is our call to action. Yeah. Do we leave anything out, Noelle?
As of now, no. Anybody, I am happy to speak to you. So you can absolutely share my direct contact email outside of this video, Pam, for anybody that connects with you and wants to talk to me over the phone. Happy to do that. We have so many ways for companies and individuals to get involved, even beyond the internship stuff. So I'm happy to speak to anybody.
I love it. I love it. So I know you have a place to be, and I want to keep this short and sweet. So those are our calls to action. Noelle needs mentors. Noelle needs internship opportunities, and always we need a little funding. So thank you so much, IEBA members. And Noelle, thank you too.
Thank you so much. You guys have a great one.
Bye-bye.